What Dr. Manmohan Singh deserves, in the least, is a fair assessment of his role and career and public life. In India, we have this strange characteristic that after anyone passes away, we glorify them to a degree where they are perceived as unblemished and utterly faultless, almost divine in their greatness. Dr. Manmohan Singh was indeed great in many aspects, but it would be very unfair to him to say that he was faultless, or that his incredible public and political career was not pitted with many questionable and controversial and avoidable moments. And I truly wish that commentators would have the honesty to give him what he deserved, a fair assessment. The last time I met Dr. Manmohan Singh was 13 years back in 2011 at a hastily organized and televised press conference after a series of scams and after I had led the coverage of multiple scams that his government was devastated and hit by. And while his press advisor tried his best to stop me from asking a question on the Devas ISRO scam, I found Dr. Manmohan Singh uncomfortable at Harish Khare's unnecessary heckling as a press advisor. And then he went on to read a prepared statement and was almost, I must say, apologetic for the fact that so many economic scams had broken out under his watch, something which he famously described as the compulsions of coalition politics. But even so, he took the flak for the corruption of the day and never passed on the blame to the Congress party or to Sonia Gandhi, who almost ran a parallel government with an unelected and unelectable National Advisory Council directly reporting to her. And in that itself, there was an interesting personality trait of Dr. Manmohan Singh. His unswerving loyalty, his unshakable loyalty to the Gandhi family, even at the cost of taking the blame for their and his party's decisions on himself. By the time he left Prime Ministership, Dr. Manmohan Singh hoped that in his words he said, and I quote, "History will judge me kinder than the media," unquote. And in my view, in saying so, he appeared acutely conscious of the fact that the pitfalls during his governance of the 2G scam, the CWG scam, the Colgate scam, the Adarsh scam, the Kargil for Profit scam, the Cash for Vote scam, the Radia tapes corruption, everything, and a lot more, were all burdened on him. And the Congress party found that a very convenient situation to be in. So that is why the image of Rahul Gandhi tearing the ordinance with great and unnecessary braggadocio, knowing that it would insult Dr. Manmohan Singh, hurt Dr. Manmohan Singh in a great way. And that is why at sometimes he was exasperated. In August 2013, he appeared exasperated when confronted once again on a Congress-era scam, the coal scam. Perhaps knowing that corruption had happened, and he almost certainly knew that corruption had happened because he called all of this the compulsions of coalition politics. He said almost angrily in Parliament that, and I quote, "I am not the custodian of the coal files in the coal ministry," unquote. So at that point, he was beginning to wash his hands off other people's corruption, but it was happening under his watch. And therefore, when we recount his life, we must acknowledge the incredible range of his personal scholarship. From a humble background, through scholarships, through achievement, to becoming a DPhil from Oxford University and becoming Finance Minister of India. But we must also do an honest and truly neutral account of his record as Prime Minister of India. In his passing, we have lost one of India's greatest technocrats who went on to become Prime Minister. And the Congress party has lost a great leader of the party who navigated the government in a very difficult time.